Congratulations on purchasing your Rambo bike. We know you're eager to hit the trails and start riding on your new e-bike, so here are a few tips and tricks before you head out on your first ride. To remove your battery, simply insert the key provided and rotate it clockwise. Then rotate the handle at the top of the battery counterclockwise. This will remove the battery completely from the frame. When it's fully charged, you can reinsert the battery into the frame. The best way to do this is by inserting the bottom of the battery first and then sliding the rest of the battery all the way into the frame. You can charge your battery by removing it from the frame and then plugging it into the outlet with your charger. Or you can also charge it while the battery is still in the frame by flipping open the cap at the top of the frame and then plugging the charger into the port. It's always good practice to charge your battery after each ride, but do not leave it on the charger for more than 8 hours. Be sure to keep your battery between 70 and 80% charged if you're storing it for more than a few months at a time. When storing your battery for long or short term, be sure to keep it in a dry space between 45 and 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Anything above or below is considered extreme and not healthy for battery life. Also be sure to remove your battery from your bike when transporting it outside your vehicle, or when securing it to a bike hauler. Once the battery is fully charged, you can power it up with the LCD screen. To do this, press and hold the power button until the display turns on. The up and down arrows will allow you to adjust the power assist level on your bike. Tapping the up arrow button will increase your power assist level, and tapping the down arrow button will lower your power assist level. You have 5 different power assist levels, with 5 being the highest. When you're riding and you come to a complete stop, your power assist level will automatically drop back down to 0 after 10 seconds. You can enter and exit your ride stats by clicking the M button once, and then you can enter your settings mode by holding down the M button for a few seconds. In this mode, you can make many adjustments, like being able to adjust your bike class setting. As you can see, we're currently in class 4 as displayed on the LCD screen. To change that, hold down the M button to enter the settings, and then click on basic settings with the M button. Then scroll all the way down to ride mode with the arrows. Select it with the M button, and from there you can change to any other class. Once you have your class selected, you can then scroll and exit your way back to the main settings page. Once there, you can then hold the M button down to exit the settings. Now we can see on the main screen that our class mode has been successfully changed, and then you can simply power down the LCD screen by holding down the power button. You can adjust your drive mode by switching from front wheel to rear wheel and to all-wheel drive with the controls on the right side of the handlebars by clicking up or down on the switch. You'll also see that this is indicated on the LCD screen with the green highlighted F standing for front wheel drive, the highlighted R for rear wheel drive, and all-wheel drive will be activated when the F and R are both highlighted. In pedal assist modes 1 through 5, you can use the thumb throttle on the right side of the handlebars to help propel you along. You can adjust and control your headlight with the switch controls on the left side of the handlebars. Switching to the G will activate the green headlight mode, and then switching to the W will activate the white headlight mode. And then you can simply power off the headlight by switching to the O for off. Your brake controls are located on the left and right side of the handlebars. Your front brakes are controlled with the left brake handle, and your rear brakes are controlled with the right brake handle. You can adjust the position of your fenders by loosening the fender attachment and then sliding them either closer or further away from the tire, and then simply tighten them back down to hold them in place. Before adjusting your seat, keep in mind that there is a minimum insertion length marked on the seat post. You'll want to adjust the seat post height so your knees are almost locked out at the bottom of the turn. To do this, you can sit on your bike while stationary and pedal backwards. There should be a slight bend in your knee as shown. This means your seat post height is set correctly. To maximize comfort, you want to adjust your handlebars in a way that feels most natural and practical. This may require adjusting your handlebars with the provided Allen wrench. Loosen the bolts slightly and then rotate your handlebars back and forth. Once you have a comfortable position, you can then tighten the bolts back down. Ideally, you want your wrist to be straight when touching the brakes, not too high and not too low, and your elbows should be slightly bent when holding the handlebars. Before riding, you should always check your tire pressure. You may need to add more air. Ideal riding air pressures may vary depending on terrain, but between 7 and 15 psi is a good pressure to stick with. The final thing to do is to have a good brake burn-in procedure. In a controlled and clean environment, and preferably on pavement, get your bike up to a good speed of around 8 to 10 miles per hour. Firmly and evenly apply the front brakes until the bike almost comes to a complete stop. Repeat this step 20 times for the front brake and then 20 times for the rear brake. This must be done separately to ensure a good brake burn-in procedure. One final thing to do before heading out on your Rambo bike is to have a good check to make sure all the bolts and adjustments are secured tightly to your bike from the initial assembly. We have organized a checklist that you can use to go over with on your bike. This checklist should be included in your Rambo box. If not, there is also a link in the description where you can download this checklist. You are now ready to take your Rambo bike out on its first ride. Congratulations again on purchasing your Rambo bike. Be sure to follow and tag us on social media with your Rambo bike adventures.